Number 56, perform the indicated operations and simplify. So we've been given negative 3 radical 20 plus 6 radical 125. And right now, because these radicals are different, these two terms are not like terms. And so we can't combine them, we can't add them. So let's go ahead and see if we can't simplify these radicals and get them to be the same so that we can then consider the two terms to be like terms, and then we can combine them. So here we're going to have negative 3, and again, what do we do when we want to simplify a radical? Well, let's go ahead and break it down into good stuff, bad stuff, plus 6, good stuff, bad stuff, and now let's see what happens. So we know 20 is not a perfect square, but what's the largest perfect square that we can multiply by some other number to get 20? Well, how about 4 times 5? 4 is a perfect square, 5 is not, but 4 is the largest perfect square that we can multiply by some other number to get 20. All right, how about radical 125? How can we simplify that into good stuff, bad stuff? We know radical 125 is not a perfect square, but contained inside 125 is a perfect square that we can multiply by some other number to get back to 125. So what's the largest perfect square that we can multiply by some other number? How about 25 and 5? And kind of a clue, a little tip or trick for you is, once you've figured out what the bad stuff, the garbage is for one of your radicals, chances are all of the remaining radicals are also going to have that same garbage. So if you weren't too sure about what 125 could break into, well, if you took 125, divided it by 5, you would get 25. 25 is a perfect square, and so that might help you to kind of break down into good stuff, bad stuff. But now that we've broken down each of the original radicals, we know the good stuff is going to come out of the radical clean, free, and clear. And when we take out the radical, the good stuff radical, if there is something on the outside, whatever this radical comes out as is going to be multiplied by whatever was originally there. So in this case, we're going to have negative 3, and then radical 4 comes out as a 2, and then we rewrite our bad stuff, plus 6, and now radical 25 comes out as a 5. Again, rewrite your bad stuff. Let's go ahead and multiply here. So negative 3 times 2 gives us negative 6. Rewrite our bad stuff. Plus 6 times 5 gives us 30. Rewrite our bad stuff. And now that our radicals are identical, these two terms are considered like terms, and now we can go ahead and combine them. So let's look at our coefficients. What is negative 6 plus 30? Well, that's going to give us positive 24, and then we simply rewrite our radical. And so our final answer, after we perform the indicated operation and simplified, is 24 radical 5.